AFTV, it's gentlemen. I remember we met you in is it Singapore?
Yeah, Singapore. We got to stop meeting up like this in pre-season.
Yeah. What was so you're over here in Barcelona.
Yeah.
And listen, what I read on the Barcelona's Twitter that this is like their record attendance for this tournament. 98,000 they got
almost
here.
100,000.
Great, and we could have won this.
Yeah. I mean, the first half we started off really well. I enjoyed what I saw. We weren't rushing things. We were taking our time. We felt. I always feel when you can play the game slowly without losing control, it's a good sign. You make it look easy, and we were doing that. I think, in the second half, obviously it's a pre-season friendly. There's so many changes going on. The flow of the game and the team, all the momentum gets disrupted. So. Understandable, I used to judge the pre-season games a lot more than I do now. You do, we beat Bayern or we beat this, feeling great for the the new season. But it's all just a bit of fun, I think. The players need to get fit, and there are new tactics that get put in place. But I think we've seen how many times we do well in pre-season and then go and lose the first two games.
I mean, people say if you're going to make mistakes, make them now in pre-season, right? Ainsley, he definitely, I hope that is it because he gifted them. I mean, 1-0 is pretty comfortable, and he just gifted them that goal, and after that, they took full advantage. Yeah, no, exactly. I was actually watching with a friend of mine from Barcelona. He's a big Barca fan, and I was just saying that to him. We've got talented players. We've got a good team, but it just takes that one moment of that lapse in concentration, and you can see it unravels all the good work you might have done, in the first half. Can we get into the top four with this defence? Forget the attack for a minute. We know we've got Lacazette to come, Nicolas Pepe, Aubameyang is looking sharp as a razor. With the defence we've got, can we get into the top four? It's a tricky one because until something changes, nothing's going to change in terms of our defence. We've seen it for a few years now, and I don't think you can score your way into title contention or top four. We're far off title contention, but even top four, I wouldn't want to go into a season thinking, we're going to score our way into the top four. I want to be able to grind out 1-0s or even like tough away games at Liverpool. Get a 0-0 or something. Get a 1-1. That's a good point. And that's how you get in the top four, and you build on those results. The smaller teams, you can outscore them because their defenses are worse, but. I think I think every Arsenal fan feels this. We're happy with our additions this summer, but we need defenders. We're on a budget, and so even though we're signing guys like Pepe and Saliba, all these big numbers, it's the money's not up front. These are like structured deals. We are on a budget. Maybe it's more than what they spoke about, but. A player I had been thinking about, and I hadn't heard his name thrown around much, is Willy Boly. The Wolves guy. Yeah. Big, strong centre-back. He's not going to light up the world, but, I'd take him. We need a big bully at the back, I think. Like Lewis Dunk, you mentioned, you were talking about him. I like the sound of a player like that. And where do you think we'll finish the season? In all honesty, I think we'll get into fourth. I can't say who above. But I don't know. I think the additions we made, and look, this is based on if we add another defender or preferably two. If we add one, if we get to say Tierney and a centre back, I'd feel very, very confident for top four. Especially with Chelsea and United. They're going through a bit of a tricky off season, I think. United have just strengthened their defence. They put in Wan-Bissaka. They're strengthening. They're strengthening Harry Maguire. Yeah, but they've identified problems in defence. Are we doing that? That's the thing. Yeah, no. But Robbie, you've also got to look at what they do. They've been doing this for years. They just throw their money down the toilet. We don't do that. Sometimes I wish we did. Just get the players in. If they don't work, they don't work. But you never know if you don't do it. But until we actually just get in who we need, nothing's going to change, because that's why it's called change. It doesn't change if you don't make a change.
Next time on Blood Brothers.
You remember everything, the feeling, you remember the sounds, the smells. It's all pretty painful. What got him through it? Football. Okay, so we're going to start a football team. We'll do anything we can to support, you know.
What are you talking about?
I'm part of the team.
Yeah!
Made it happen, didn't we?